Hi everyone, welcome to our April Makes and May Plans video for Violet May Handmade. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Samantha. We'd just like to say thank you to everyone who watched our first video and liked and subscribed. We were just amazed by the amount of views that we got. Thank you so much for watching.
So it's now the end of April, so we have our April makes to show you, and we did both get something made for both the Sew April Blouse Challenge and the Selfless Sew April Challenge. So we're going to start off with our blouses.
For my blouse, I made the Simplicity K8384, which is this one here. So I used the seersucker fabric, and this is my finished garment here. So it's the front with a little peplum, and then the back has elastic in there, and then the sleeves have this little slit detail. So I'm absolutely thrilled with my top. I think it's come up really, really well. And I love the buttons. I was going to use white buttons, but then I thought they looked a bit boring. So I went for these lovely mauve sort of purpley buttons. And I think that they just lift the whole outfit. I haven't made any dressmaking for a long time. And I was really, really thrilled with the way it came up and everything, the finished product. I'm quite excited, and I'm actually really looking forward to wearing it.
It looks beautiful on you.
Thank you.
So the blouse that I made for this challenge was the Simplicity 9545, which is this one here. And I made the version that's on the model there, View B. So it's got the peplum and then the sort of short puff sleeves with the band around the bottom. So this is the one that I made here. So as you can see, it's got that lovely V-neck with the like strap across there, and then it's got elastic in these pieces to gather it in there, and then it's got those big sleeves which are gathered into this beautiful little like cuff down the bottom, and then it's also got the peplum on the bottom. So I did have fun making this. I did have a little bit of trouble putting the facing in. I always struggle a little bit with facings. And in the end, instead of understitching, I actually top stitched it down just to make it sit a bit nicer on that V. But when I put this on, I don't know whether it's a mixture of like the colour and the peplum as well as the gathered sleeves, but I just felt like it was a bit too much for me and sort of my size, so I got Mum to try it on. I think it looks better on her than it does on me, so that actually ended up being my entry into the Selfless Sew April as well, because in the end I made it for Mum.
So we'll put a photo in there too so they can see it on. Yeah.
I mean, it's a really beautiful top and it looks nice on you. I just don't think it really suited me.
It's gorgeous. I mean, the sleeves are just really lovely. You've done an amazing job.
Thank you. So yeah, so I wouldn't call it like a failure because it's a beautiful top and it looks really nice on you, but it just wasn't what I had imagined it was going to be.
Which is a shame.
It is, but I'm glad that you'll get to wear it because it looks beautiful on you and you really like it.
For the Selfless Sew, I mentioned that I was going to make a project bag that I was going to send over to a lady in Canada. So I managed to get that finished, and this is the finished bag here. And I'm just so thrilled with it. I think it looks amazing. So I've got the kangaroo fabric on the front, and then I opted for blue on the top. Just sort of gave it a bit of a pop. And then on the inside, I have a brown spot. And so the blue from the spot ties in, I thought, with the casing on the top. I put a piece of ribbon on and a ring so that you can attach a stitch marker if you want to. And then it's just got the pieces of ribbon in the side that draw it together.
I think that's the cutest bag and the loveliest colour combination.
I love it. I think it's really nice. I might make myself one with the leftover fabric.
I think that'd be really cute.
Yeah.
The final thing that I made in April was the Simplicity 8735, which is this wrap dress here. So I mixed a couple of views for this. So So I used the short sleeves from View C, but View C has a flared skirt instead of a straight skirt, so I just used the straight skirt, which is on both View A and View B. And I did the shorter length of that straight skirt. And this is the fabric that I used. It's a Rose and Lily print from East Coast Fabrics. Wrap dress is always hard to show on the hanger, but we'll put in pictures of me wearing this. So I decided to make a size 6 for this dress because I thought because it's a wrap dress you probably want it to be sort of quite fitted. So yeah, I'm really happy with this, and I think that I will definitely make more of this pattern because I just really like the way that it sort of sits. However, next time I think that I would probably make the size 8 because there is not a lot of wrap over in the skirt. Like I had to put like a pin there to keep it closed because there's only probably what 5 inches of wrap over or something.
Yeah, there is not a lot.
Yeah, and so I think next time I'll make the size up just to hopefully get a little bit more wrap over on the skirt, but it's fine because I can just put a little pin there and it works well. So now we just have a few sewing plans for May. So the first plan that we both had the same plan. So we would like to make the Marie dress from the Simply Sewing magazine issue 106. So that's it there. So it's just this beautiful long sleeve dress with gathers into a waistband and a notched neck. And it's about knee length. So when this arrived, I saw that picture, which is on the cover, and then we also saw this one. So that's it there. And I honestly thought that it was a pattern that had a top, a skirt, and a dress. But it's actually the dress made with the pink as the bodice and then the navy as the waistband and the skirt. So as soon as we saw that, we decided that we would like to do the same thing and mix 2 fabrics.
That's very clever.
It is. It looks really cool.
Unique.
So what are your 2 fabrics?
So I'm going to use on the top half this sort of mauvey lilac-y fabric, and then on the bottom half the navy daisy floral. So together.
I think that's such a stunning combination.
I think they'll be really nice.
So the 2 fabrics that I'm going to use are for the bodice. I have a sort of bluey tealy colour. And then for the skirt, I have a black floral. It's got a little bit of blue in it. So I just thought that by having the blue as the bodice, it would sort of bring out a bit of the blue in the skirt.
I think they look great together.
So they're going to be quite similar. Like we've got dark florals on the bottom and then a plain colour on the top, but I think that they will look very different.
I actually hadn't thought about that. But no, they won't look anything alike.
No. So we're both really excited to do that. We have been wanting to make a winter dress for ages, and I think that's going to be the perfect one.
Oh, it will be. It's really nice.
Yeah. So one of our favourite YouTubers to watch is Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful. She has a crochet and knitting podcast and she does some occasional sewing. And every year she hosts the Dodgy Bag Make-Along, which is, I think it's just through the month of May. You're just encouraged to make a bag, you know, no matter what it looks like, you know, whether it's got a few wonky seams or anything like that. And I participated for the first time last year, but this year we're both wanting to participate. She also runs it with, I believe it's Claudia from Crochet Luna, but I'll put the hashtag and the Instagram handles of those people on the screen.
I've made one of these before. Actually, I made 2. I made one for myself and one for Caitlin. And it's one of my favourite type of project bags. So it's this one here. So you've got the drawstring up the top and then you can hold it by the handles and then you just open it out.
I love that bag.
It's a really good bag, having the extra handles as well so you can carry it. So this bag is a pattern by Whitney Sews, and she has a YouTube channel where she guides you through it, how to make it. And I like her tutorials. They're sort of very succinct and to the point. They don't, and they're quite, you know, easy to understand and work through. So because it is a slightly more complex bag than just the other bags I normally make. So, but I'm really actually looking forward to it. I haven't decided what fabric yet, but that will be my project for this month.
So the bag that I'm going to make, I'm not 100% sure what it's called. I'll put the name on the screen. But it's a tote bag by Whitney Sews, and it has like pockets on the inside and everything. So she has a video tutorial and a downloadable PDF on her website for this one. And again, I haven't decided on the fabric yet, but that's the bag that I'm really wanting to try.
And I think there's a chat over on Ali's Ravelry page group as well, where you can chat with other makers if you're making the bag, and it's quite a lot of fun.
Yeah. My final sewing plan for May is the Simplicity 8909, which is this pattern here. So it's got this lovely raglan sleeve detail, and so I've made a bit of a mixture of versions for this. So I'm using the sleeves from View A, which is sort of 3/4 sleeves with frills. I'm using the length from View B, and then the tie from View C. So I really love the sleeves from View A, but I was just worried that it might be a little bit short for the time of year that I wanted to wear this dress, sort of in the sort of autumn time. And then it's a little bit looser than the styles that I usually wear, so I thought that the waist tie I might just bring it in a bit around the waist if I wanted to. And then it hasn't got a zipper, it's just got a keyhole in the back, and it closes with a button and button loop, which I really like that. So this has got quite a few more techniques than what I've done before. So there's a bias bound neck, and then the raglan sleeves, which I've never done, but I'm really looking forward to it. So I've already got this cut out, and I'm using this gorgeous sort of floral cotton that I got from Spotlight. So it's just got these bright flowers, and then it's got these little birds dotted around. So I'm really excited about making that. I think it's going to be really, really pretty. So that's all of the things that we've made and all of our plans for the next month. So we will see you again at the start of June for our May makes and June plans. So thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Bye. Project bag that I was going to send over to I was in Canada. Sorry, we'll try again. And then I just put a little piece of ribbon on and a little what do you call it? A ring.